Hello friends, today we'll see what is SQL and how to use that SQL for the MySQL development. So SQL is a structured query language. That query language we can use for MySQL purpose or Oracle also we can use this SQL language. So MySQL, what is MySQL? MySQL is nothing but the relational database. What do you mean by relational database? That we can elaborate here when we go move forward in the video. Okay, so this is the command prompt that you are going to see. Okay, this is for the MySQL purpose. When you are going to install the MySQL in your machine, then this will automatically come and you can open it from your Windows and command prompt, command line client. Okay, so I'm not going to going into the depth. You can install it. Now, how to query here? Okay, and how to use this command prompt for the development of the databases. So first command that we need to hear is the create database command. Okay, so create database, and you can give any database name for your container. What do you mean by database? Database is works like a container where we can store the similar kind of tables or similar kind of data into that single container. Okay, so you can create a n number of databases, and in that databases you can store n number of tables. Okay, but in one database, the similar kind of tables you need to store. Okay, so suppose I am creating a database for employee. Give the semicolon here. Then this database is getting created. Create database employee. Now, if I want to see whether it is created or not, just type a command show databases. This will show the all the databases you have in your system. Okay, so these are information schema, then this performance schema. These are the by default databases will come into your system, and these are all my previous databases my created, and this employee that we are created now. Okay, so how to use this database, how to go into this container, like for that command is there use and the database name use, and database name is employee. Okay, now I am into that database. Now this database is empty. Okay, if you want to see is there anything in this database, so show tables, you can use this command show tables. Okay, as this is the new database, nothing is there inside it, so this will be the empty set. Show tables command will result into the empty set. Okay, so here now you we can create the tables to store our data into it. Okay, so how to create a table? For that command is there create table, and the name of table that you want to give. Suppose the employee data I want to store, so I am just giving the name EMP. Okay, and now what fields that you want to store? Okay, suppose I want to create a data for the employee in Excel file, then what type of columns or what type of data that that we can give? Okay, so that we need to identify first, and that we can give here. Okay, so employee has the employee ID. Okay, and here this is the column name that we have provided, and here we need to provide the data type for that. So employee ID must be suppose integer type. Then integer I need to provide. Okay. Then name of the employee. This will be the suppose character type. In the SQL, char is the data type. Okay. And character we need to provide how much characters that you can allow to store the name of the employee. So I am giving here the 20 characters that employee can enter here. Okay, then employee has the name, employee has the mobile number. Suppose mobile number I am going to store the int. So instead of int I am going with the big int. Okay, why that I will tell you. Then employee has the address. Okay, address. I'm using suppose varchar. Varchar is the variable character, similar kind of the character, but it is the variable character. Here, if suppose in this character value name, we have provided the 20 as the size. Okay, suppose my name is Kiran. So I have entered only the 5 characters in that field. So what about the remaining 16 character values that are allocated for me? Okay, and that now are getting vested. That 16 character values. Okay, but in variable characters, if I am entering the less values than available values, then the remaining are preempted out and they are getting free to storage, free to other users. Okay, that memory is not getting wasted in the variable character. Okay, so till this you can just use these many fields. Okay, give the semicolon, press enter. Now it will take little time and this is okay. Okay, this table is getting created, employee table. So if you want to see is there any values inside it, so the select command is there. What is the star and all we can see. Select star from EMP. Nothing is there because this table is just created. Okay, so if you want to see what is that table is, okay, so describe EMP. So all the details about this table you can see. Okay, so employee ID is the integer type, name, character, mobile begin, and address varchar. And what is this field? Null as key, nothing, default null and extras null. Okay, so why this? What is this? Three, four columns are there, or we can see here. Uh, Null means the null values are allowed in this. Okay, user can enter the null values because nothing. If user doesn't want to enter anything, okay, it means that he wants to keep blank that field. Okay, then that is called as a null. Okay, so you can user can enter the null values here. Key means there are two types of keys, primary key and foreign key. So here we have not entered or created any key. Okay, so that fields are blank. Okay, we can create a employee ID as a key here. Then this field will be as like primary key and default null. If user has not entered anything, then some default values automatically are entered by the MySQL. Okay, so we need to provide that here while creating a table, but we have not entered anything as a default, so these are the null. And extra any constraints are there, any constraints, we have not provided any constraints here, so that this field is also blank. Okay, we will see one by one after this. Okay, before that, I want to insert the values now. Okay, this is called as a blueprint of your database or the schema of your database table. Okay, so after this, we can enter the values. Our table is created, our database is created. Now we can move to inserting the values. Insert into table name, emp, okay, and values that I wanted to enter. Okay, so here we need to take care the number of columns are there in the table. That many number of values we need to provide here. Like employee ID, I am going to enter here 1. And if the character type values are there, then it must enter into the double quote or the single quote. Okay, so name, Kiran, mobile number is of begin so 89. Okay, then address is there, so I am going to address Mumbai. Okay, this value is getting inserted into the table. Now I want to see this value. Okay, so select star from employee, it will give me that value. Okay, this is what accessing the values from the database table. Okay, how we can access the values. Okay, one more type is there here to insert the values, that is insert into emp. okay, values, and here we can give the bracket, and I want to enter only the name and mobile number, or suppose I want to enter only the ID and emp ID, ठीक है, emp ID and name of the employee. I don't have the mobile number and I don't want to enter the address. Okay, so for that purpose, the new query we need to write. Okay, and here values. Okay, and suppose I am entering the value 2 and ABC, and I'm just deleting these two values. Okay, address and mobile number that I don't want to enter. Okay, this is also okay. Okay, so now you can see these two values are now null because I have not entered the values for the address and mobile, so these values automatically taken as a null. Okay, and suppose this will मतलब ये अगर मैंने नहीं लिखा है and I am trying to enter less number of values inside the query, insert query, then it will give the error. It will throw the error. Suppose I am not entering here the Mumbai. Okay, but I have not specified any column names for which I am entering the values. Now this query will provide me the error. The error as a column count doesn't match value count at row 1. Okay, so the number of columns and number of values provided must be equal. But if I wanted to give the less number of values, so I need to specify that column names like this. That column, specify that column names before the values keyword and specify or enter that values only, the number of values only. Okay, and now suppose I am entering here this one. Okay, this is the, and I want to see that. Okay, this is what inserting the values into the MySQL table. And now you just see here, this is the employee ID name, these are the column names, and these are the values that I am going to enter. Okay, so if you see these three, so what is these three means? Three is the employee ID. What is this ABC? ABC is a name. Okay, what is this number? It is a mobile number. Okay, it means that there is a relationship between these values and these column names. Okay, you can identify what is that value means. Okay, in this table. Okay, that, and because of this is called as a relational table or relational database because the relation is getting created with these column names with these values. Okay, now next move on to the next query, update query. Okay, suppose I wanted to update this table. I wanted to enter now this mobile number. Okay, uh, previously I don't have mobile. Now I have purchased the mobile and I wanted to enter this mobile number. How to update it? So update query is there. Update table name emp. Okay, and set what I wanted to set. I wanted to set the mobile column name. Okay, and mobile I wanted to enter suppose this one. Okay, where I wanted to enter, where emp id is equals to 2. Okay, this will be number of rows matched 1, changed 1 because employee id 2. How many number of call rows has the employee id 2? Only one row, so number of rows matched is 1. And how many number of changes are made? Only 1. Okay, for this, just see this table. Now this one is getting updated. Okay, so if I am not giving the where clause in the update query, what happens? If I am not giving the where clause, okay, so all this, all the rows here getting updated with this value. Number of rows match 3 because there is no where clause, so all queries are getting updated. Number of changes 3. Okay, just see here. This one is the updation. All the values are in the table for this column mobile are getting updated with this value. Okay, so while updating any value, we need to take care. Otherwise, your complete data is getting lost. Okay, then this is the update query. Then we can suppose I wanted to change this schema. Okay, I wanted to update the table. Now, previously there are four columns only. Now I want to add one more column. Okay, so that will be possible with alter table command. Alter table emp. Okay, add. What do you want to add? Add is a column. Column add. Suppose I am going to enter salary. Salary column with the integer value, or suppose, okay, integer values. Okay, that table is getting altered. Now just see this. Is the table is getting altered or not? Yes, that table is getting altered. One more column with the salary name is getting added into this, and it has the value null because we are not provided any value. So if I want to add the value for the salary, then I wanted to update it. Set here you can provide salary suppose 50,000. Where is the condition to find out that particular employee? Emp ID is equals to 1. Okay, so that value is getting updated here, the 50,000. Okay, likewise you can update all the rows here with the salary. We can add the salary for each employee by using the update query. Okay, so this is what the simple queries in the MySQL. Also, for the selection, okay, for selecting, there are many options available. So if I want to select only the employee ID and salary of that employee, because suppose I am an accountant and I want just the employee ID and the what is the salary of that employee. I do not want any mobile number or the address of that employee and what is the name. I don't care about it. Okay, so how to choose this one? Select employee ID salary from table name. You get only that data, employee ID and the salary of that employee. Okay, so then suppose I will just update these two. Employee ID 2 has the salary of 60,000 and employee ID 3 has the salary of 70,000. Okay, now it will make sense, like employee ID with the salary. Now I want to choose, or I want to display the salaries in descending order, like the employee who has the salary, maximum salary that appears first, and likewise the down. Okay, then just select employee ID and salary, and you can order by salary and in the descending order of the salary. So you can get the highest paid employee at the start, and after that the remaining ones. Okay, in the descending order. For that, order by clause is there. Okay, suppose I want to order by in ASC, means the ascending order in the normal way. So you can see that in the ascending order. Suppose I want to only the particular employee. Okay, then you can see, instead of order by, where clause you can use, where suppose salary, who has the salary maximum, suppose. I want only the single employee who has the maximum salary. So how you can find salary is, okay, instead of this one, we can apply, now here your logic will come, DSC salary, mm, order by salary DSC, and you can put the limit 1. Okay, here you can see we are just displayed the result first into the descending order, and we are limiting our result by the value 1. Okay, it will only give the me highest paid employee, wo- single employee. Okay, if I want the number of employees, then limit 2. Okay, it will display me the highest paid 2 employees. Like the limit clause we can use. Okay, suppose I want the second highest paid employee. Okay, second highest paid. So here you can use skip 1. Mm, mhm. It is not usable here. Okay, then suppose I want, now we can see aggregate functions, suppose. Okay, what do you mean by aggregate functions? Like I want to see the maximum salary, okay, in this table. So we can use select max of, what? Salary from the EMP. Max of salary. Mm, Select, what happens here? Select star from EMP. Yeah, it is. So select max of, yes, LAROI. Select max of salary from EMP table. Okay, yes, it is. Select max of salary from the employee table. Okay, then I wanted to see what is the minimum salary in the table. So just use the minimum min command or min function. Okay, suppose I wanted to take the average of the salaries. Okay, what is the average of all? So just use the average command here. Average, it will give me the average of it. Okay, suppose I want to see how many number of employees are there in specific department. Okay, so I can use here the count function, count, count, and I want to count all the rows, means all the employees here. Okay, so here just see, here it is giving me the whatever the function name given. Okay, average of salary, count of star, as like this one. Okay, जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा है वैसे यहाँ पे आ रहा है. Instead of that, I can use my name. Okay, alias, because it doesn't make any sense or it is meaningless. So as I wanted to show the results in the meaningful way, so number of employees. number of employees. Okay, that name is given here, displayed here. Number of employee 3. Okay, it makes now the sense with this value. Just by looking towards this result, you can understand that there are three number of employees available in my table. Okay, so we'll just see the table. Okay, so I wanted to see how many number of employees are there who are staying into the Mumbai. Okay, so for that purpose, how you can move? Select count of star from EMP, and you need to pass the query where in a where clause. Okay, where address is equals to MUM in Mumbai. Okay, only one is living into the, here you can pass as number of employee, number of employee living into the Mumbai, or only one, because in our table only one employee is there who is living into the Mumbai. Okay, so this is what the simple queries are there. Okay, one more is there. Suppose I want to delete any record. Now that employee has left the company and I want to delete the record. So I want their command in MySQL is a delete. So delete from table name. Here also you need to provide the where clause, because if you use only this one, the complete table, complete database is getting deleted. So use the where clause. So use this query in utmost care. Delete from emp where, suppose employee ID I have who has left the company, and second number employee has left the company. So I'm just deleting that record. Okay. Now check whether it is getting deleted or not. Yes, it is getting deleted from my table. Only now 1 and 3 are available. Second employee has not there, has getting deleted from this table. Okay, friends. Bye bye.